Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to the Darkest Dungeon. We have a party ready to go for the ruins. I think this party will work, but I need to do the trinkets, which I forgot about. So, healing and healing. We're gonna go big healing on this mission because we actually do have a stress reliever in the Crusader, so I think we'll be fine. Abomination, minus stress plus dodge. It's actually really good. I'm surprised by how good the Crimson Court trinkets are for people, but I guess they are, you know, special trinkets. Makes sense that they're gonna be good. Crusader is going to take the Stunning Amulet and the Damage Head, I think. No, we'll let other people do stunning. You can just focus entirely on, like, healing and stress heal skills. Or more damage. You have more damage? Ah, Plague Doctor, definitely getting the new pistol, plus 15 accuracy for ranged skills, which is very important. We have to make sure that our people can actually land their shots from now on, and have the Blight herbs, why not? Okay, so healing, blighting, stunning, blighting, and minus stress and dodge. The minus stress isn't that important. We could put something else on the Abomination. Like hell, we could just swap out the plus dodge for minus dodge, plus accuracy, plus crit, which might be good. Yeah, why not? And the Crusader, I think this is fine. Okay. Mission complete, I guess we're ready to go. Just trying to think on the trinkets. Just want to make sure I'm not doing something incredibly dumb. Max healing, accuracy, and blight. Stun and blight on the Abomination. Focus ring, I think, is fine. He has accuracy and ranged skills, but actually, you know what? Manacles and Beast Bile are a ranged skill. We actually don't need the focus ring on him. We could give him that other thing that he had, which was... Oh, what the hell was it? Where was it? I don't know, give him solar bracers instead. More crit, more, no, it was the, it was this, right? Yeah, the cloak, more dodge. I'd prefer, honestly, if he had the crit in the dodge. Okay, and the Crusader has damage and healing and stress skills, so he can do stress relief on people if they need it. Okay, provision. A couple of stacks of torches, a couple of food. Some shovels. It's a medium-length mission. We don't need as many provisions as we've been taking, but it is a boss fight, so we need to be careful. And we need to be ready to kill. I don't think the boss is particularly difficult, but we'll take a little bit of everything. There we go. There we go. Embark. There we go. Embark.
I entertained a delegation of experts from overseas, eager to plumb the depths of their knowledge and share with them certain techniques and alchemical processes I had found to yield wondrous and terrifying results. Having learned all I could from my visiting guests, I murdered them as they slept. A devil walks these halls. Only the mad or the desperate go in search of him.
I mean, you have told me to go in search of him, so there's not much I can do about that. AG is just here so that he can send a message to his future self. Well, what do you want to say to your future self? Also, hi AG, if you're watching this. We do have holy water, but it's just stress relief, so I don't really care. Also, where's the boss fight? Boss fight is here in the top right corner. So we're gonna beeline that. Stress dealer at the back, unfortunate. Let's assume that we can do 11 speed is pretty good. Let's assume that we can do a double stun on the Blight, maybe?
A singular strike.
Now let's do Blight first. Then we'll do Stun.
The slow death.
Yeah, because it kills him.
Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Ooh. Torchlight went down. It kills one of them. The other one's actually gonna die to the Blight, which is nice. I guess from this position, maybe the Vestal can do a stun on the Enchantress. Well, if it landed.
The light.
The lights!
Promise of safety.
It's at full. At least the Blight landed. We have to do 3 damage.
Exposed to a killing blow.
You went from 0 to 34 stress in like 1 combat encounter, you frickin' Crusader? What kind of a Crusader are you?
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
At least when he gets crit, he's not adding stress to anyone else, which is fantastic. But you should soothe and sedate yourself.
Sedated.
I mean, this is why I gave him the
A brilliant confluence of
plus
skill.
stress skill signed conscription Crusader only trinket. Alright, 1 Plague Doctor attack will kill him. So, heal up.
Compassion is a rarity in the field.
Good. Stress is fine. And actually, we don't even need anything done with the Plague Doctor, which was good because he was still alive. Alright, 2 damage, not a problem. Ignore the Curio, move on.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
I'm not blaming you for getting crit, AG. In fact, I give you a compliment saying that when you got crit, you didn't add to the stress of anyone else. But you're a Crusader. You should be used to fighting the undead. They're not gonna kill you. Don't worry about it. Relax. Deep breaths, my dude. Deep breaths. Is there any Twitch integration with this game? / heart attack. Alright. Plague him.
Devastating blow.
Devastate him. One's already dead. They really like focusing on AG. You know what? AG, you are a good tank. You're a buffer. You're buffering their attacks. You're protecting everyone else. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing for us. I don't even want to do anything except this. Like, one of the nobles is already dead.
You require only the strength to follow it.
This little bone skeleton man, he's dead in 2 turns. And this other bone noble in the back, I just gotta go first.
Slowly, gently.
Which we did.
This is how a life is taken.
95, yeah. Cool. Bum 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 bum.
Press this advantage.
Now we just focus entirely on stress relief for the Crusader. For AG, our stress tank.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope.
I hate the idea of having a stress tank. That's not what I want. Just don't get stressed out in the first place, my dude. I'm gonna go for the stress heal. I believe. Good, yes, yes. Give us more time. More time!
Destroy them all.
Alright, that's a chest. I imagine we're gonna actually do more looting after the boss fight, so I am just going to ignore that chest for now. We'll come back. We have 4 keys, but let's get loot from combat encounters, and then we'll get loot from curios on the way back. A madman. But they're surprised. we kill a madman? Maybe. Let's do a plague grenade. And maybe a stun? No. You do a blight, and then you do a stun with a Vestal. Good. You know what? That actually does get the kill on the madman. That's fantastic. AG needs some Xanax. He's very stressed out. I like it when Toucan Nate gets the stress attack though, because he can clear it himself. Treat me right, Abe, and I'll carry you to the darkest of the dungeons on my back. You better believe you're going out on one of the harder missions. You're going out to that darkest dungeon. You're gonna kill the Eldritch Abomination that lies at the heart of this mountain, and you're gonna frickin' enjoy it. Is my chair squeaking? Squeak, squeak, squeak. I need a new chair.
Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Chair is pretty garbage. Pretty garbo. Your stress resist is high, but you are dead. Confidence surges as someone slowly blights to death and you see their skin dissolve before you. I would not be happy to see that if I was, heroes out on this mission. It's like, ew. He's dissolving in front of my very eyes. Good. Stress is fine. Might even be able to get a little bit more out of this. Dude, hell yeah. I was hoping for a crit heal, but 8 stress only on the Crusader, not a problem.
This expedition at least promises success.
You know what? We can do propitations now.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Oh, hell yeah. And an emerald, which I think I will also take. We don't need an anti-venom, I don't think. Good stuff. Now the question is, do we want to camp before or after? If we camp before, we can focus on buffs, and if we camp after, or I should say, or if we camp after, we can focus on stress heals. But if we focus on buffs now, it's all just anti-stress buffs though. Stress, 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 heal, stress. Stress plus damage, and then plus 20 stress on 2 of our people. You can give someone accuracy and dodge, and then you can just heal, 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 stress, stress, stress. So we're gonna camp after. I don't think there's any reason to camp before, not with this party. I do like this though. This should be more accuracy and... No, there should be... It's either plus damage or plus dodge and protection. It's one or the other. I don't know. Plus damage until camp. That's fine. The Crusader is going to be the one who's going to be doing the most damage against this boss anyways. Okay.
Towering, fierce, terrible. Nightmare-made material.
Nightmare-made material. And that's 30 damage. It's a 140, it's a 45% stun chance. It's pretty good. The flesh is willing. Oh, you suck, my dude. He did summon a Bone Veteran and we can't hit the Bone Veteran, but maybe we can get a stun now. Slightly lower odds.
A powerful blow.
But it crit. But it didn't stun. Oh, lovely. Your stun chance is pretty low. Hit for 29. I mean, he's a quarter dead. It's pretty good. Keep going for that stun. Eventually it will land. Now I think you just go straight for damage. Cursed hole. What? You smack him. So he's half dead already. That's really good. Problem on this fight, though, is that he summons a lot of enemies. And if you let him summon a lot of enemies, you have to cut through the enemies to get back to him. He summoned another Bone Veteran, which is annoying. We're already at the point where we have to do a Plague Grenade to hit him in the back line. Barbed Wire TV, hey, thank you for the raid. Thank you, everybody. How you guys doing today? I know that Barbed Wire does some Gungeon streaming, if I'm not mistaken. We did some Gungeon earlier, but we're on Darkest Dungeon right now, fighting this boss. Thank God we have this Crusader. Barb is the Gungeon master. Ah ha ha! I know someone who would dispute that.
Precision and power.
Let's see. Just Beast Bile? Yeah, stack up the Blight. 26 Blight damage a turn. That's pretty freaking crazy. 20 damage a turn. We almost have him killed. Who's the bad Santa in the enemy backline? The Necromancer. I do like that way of phrasing it, though. The bad Santa. No. Go for the stress relief. You know, I've actually never watched Bad Santa or Badder Santa. I know I really should watch them at some point, but I have not. I've not seen them. I'm missing out. I know. B1 Polar Bear. Thank you for the follow. More stress. I mean, this is what we're gonna save the camping for, pretty much. In fact, 1v1 Gungeon face-off. If only you could do the cultist co-op past with someone on the internet. And I don't consider the... what is it that people use? There's like some software that people use so that they can like play multiplayer games together, but it never works. Well, I haven't actually used it, but I don't imagine it would work that well because it's all laggy, right? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Continue adventuring. We're not going to camp yet. We're going to keep moving forward first. 65, 65, 65. I don't do too many movies either. That's correct, Mud. I need to watch more movies, though.
Glittering gold.
Trinkets and baubles.
Paid for in blood.
Okay, it's camp.
Huddled together. Furtive and vulnerable.
Furtive and
Rats in a
vulnerable.
maze.
Prevent nighttime ambush. You reduce stress, and you reduce stress. Yes, you can. It's not good stress relief, but it is some stress relief. It's actually pretty decent, honestly. 5 stress on the Vestal. Oh, hell yeah, that's really good. And now that we've camped, we can just take our time for the rest of the mission and just kind of do some exploration. There's gonna be combat.
The match is struck. A blazing
Set up a
star
stream
is born.
donation goal for a new chair. Alright, give me money, I'll buy a new chair. That's the goal. His stun chance is not, or his stun resistance is not that low. should figure out how to do stuff like that, though. I don't like having a busy UI on streaming, for the most part. But there's no reason I can't have it just, like, pop up or something. Should go for the highwayman. $17 damage a round. It's pretty good, not good enough though. The speed is pretty low. Honestly though, the speed of the Crusader is, what, 2? I should be very careful with, you know, trying to let him get the kill on that first highwayman. The way the Collector's head moves around in his jar is upsetting. You mean like the sudden little like spasms that he has? Well, actually, that was him bashing his head against the bar, but I think he does do spasms every once in a while. He's a pretty creepy dude. His head's in a jar. $16. He's not quite dead. You're dead. You're dead. You're not dead, but you're stunned. Lifesteal. No!
Terrible assault.
No! That's terrible. He crit attacked and then he crit healed. Aw, damn it. Well, you know what? We can take a moment, I think. This guy in the front's not doing anything. The Collector's stunned. He should be dead on the next turn. We got him. I think we got him. We should do an attack, though, with the Crusader. We could do some stress relief, but everyone's stress is pretty low. There we go. Good, so we're gonna get a puzzling trapezohedron out of this, which is nice. A little bit more money. This is why we wanted to keep exploring after that boss fight. And we do want to keep exploring the rest of the mission too.
The ghoulish collection.
Dum-ba-dum.
The rats prepare to feast.
That's a pretty, like, creepy line. The rats prepare to feast. Like, that guy, he's flesh and bones. He has things that the rats would want to eat. He's not just a skeleton head in a jar. It's a little weird, don't you think? I have 4 keys. I don't need medicinal herbs at this point. That was surprising. Let's see. Cultist, Enchantress, Slaver, and Ghoul. Slaver and Ghoul has a high stun resistance. The Enchantress is probably gonna get one. Actually, no. Yeah, I was gonna say. I keep forgetting. Abomination actually has really high speed. The Collector is a perp. He goes around flashing his stuff to people on the halls. Take a look at this. Guess what I have under my robe? Ah! My eyes, my eyes! I like the Collector. I like the like random bosses that you can fight in this game. They're a lot of fun, and they're usually pretty cool to look at. They have nice designs on them. At some point, we're gonna have to fight the Fanatic again. I don't even remember what he does.
Well struck.
Is he dead? Oh, sweet.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
The greater the glory, 1 emerald. It's not even a stack of emeralds, just one. Just the one. Now here, I do think that that Bone Noble in the back is going to get an attack. I don't think there's any way we can stop him. But that's okay.
Yes,
Oh my god. That's what the Crusader's for. Plus protection for 2 rounds after critting. That's really nice. Whenever I see the Bone Noble throwing the goblet on people, it really makes me want to watch Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Every time I see this guy, he's got the goblet full of blood, and I want to see that movie and remember the goblet full of blood. And remember how the plot worked in that movie, because it's like Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom is probably the weakest of the 3. What are your guys' favorite movies, or Indiana Jones movies even? I'm really bad at coming up with answers to questions like that because I'm thinking, well, I don't really remember. Or it depends on what kind of a movie you're thinking of. Are you thinking of a good bad movie or a good movie? You know? Kung Fu Hustle says Panda Juice 9001. It's a good movie. There's also the 4th, but we don't really talk about that one. Yeah, the 4th Indiana Jones movie. You mean the best one, right? Right?
Foolish horrors.
How to Train Your Dragon. I've never seen that one.
And driven into the mud.
You know what? Dump the shovels. If we come across anything that requires a shovel, we can just leave. Although I should have dumped the holy water, so we'll dump it now. Scott Pilgrim versus the World, King's Speech. Good movies. If we're talking about good, bad movies, I have 2 favorites. And they're both Mystery Science Theater episodes. One of them is Space Mutiny, which is just hilarious. I hit the wrong button. And the other one is, gotta remember the name of it, Puma Man, I believe. I have to say, I have a particular fondness for Mystery Science Theater and bad movies. Some friends of mine put together a bad movie watching day, once a week, and I never go to it, but I really should. Usual Suspects, 7, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Good answers. All good answers. All good answers are accepted here. 9. That Enchantress is gonna live with 1 HP.
Festering fear.
Ooh, that was really good.
The mind.
Festering fear. Festering fear that gets stunned. Well, you know, at least it's the Vestal missing. The Vestal's not supposed to be able to hit all of their shots, you know? They're not here for damage output. It's okay if they miss. When the Crusader misses, that's when you have a problem.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
So we have food, torches, and a key. Can't hold anything else. And the money is almost fully stacked. Guess we could lose the 1 onyx.
Wealth beyond measure.
Good.
Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
That was a good decision. We're not getting any scouting. I am hopeful that maybe we can, turn in this key for one more secret
Mechanical
room,
hazards
but
possessed by evil intent.
that's always the long-term goal. That's always the ideal goal.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Low on supplies. One more fight, it looks like. One more fight and then a curio that doesn't do anything? No, this is stress relief, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's stress relief. Which is nice, I suppose. Good. At least put that Bone Noble on a 2-turn timer. Well, I know what the Crusader is going to be doing. Actually, you know what? Crusader is going to do a stun and then go for stress relief. Unfortunately, the stun missed. And, oh, you dodged. I was going to say you were going to get screwed, but you did not get screwed. You know what? That'll get the kill. If it frickin' lands, I guess I should have blighted him. He had a lower blight chance. Or blight resistance, rather. I would say chance. I'm just looking at the numbers at the bottom. It's a shame that we have this much stress, even though we've already camped, but if we have to put one of our healers in for stress relief, that does not bother me at all. It really doesn't. Who cares? Blech. I like his little throw-up animation. You know what? The DOT will get him. You always like that Chaplin movie where he takes care of the abandoned boy and hijinks ensue. Oh my god. Well,
Single strike.
there goes all of the stress relief that we just did on everyone. Thanks, Bone Commander, you big asshole. Okay. Gonna go for a little bit more stress relief, I guess. At least, one of these people, they can interact with the curio, hopefully get down to 0 stress. Everyone else, you're screwed.
Wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Everyone else on this mission needs stress relief, big time.
Their cursed champion falls.
Their cursed champion falls. Accuracy crit, leper only armlet. Doesn't seem that good. There's one more room battle in Curio. Do we want to just leave now? Let's get rid of the torches and the key. Take the crests, take the deeds, get rid of the food, take this thing. We'll just leave now. 12 stress relief, that's fine. And honestly, that's a good mission. A lot of money, a lot of heirlooms, boss killed. We get another very rare trinket. Yeah, another 18 busts, 3 deeds, 30 crests. People leveling up. AG and Toucanate are now champion level. Night Owl Vertigo. Improve stress reduction while meditating while camping. Plus 20% stress in the cove. Okay.
In time, you will know the
Tragic extent of my failings. Remove Demomania and Fengophobia. People have leveled up. Let's check out the missions. We do have another. Oh, we're doing this mission. 1,000,000% doing this mission. This is the Plague Doctor trinket I've been looking for a long time. Plus accuracy, plus stun, plus blight. Yes, plus stress, but you can cancel that out with another trinket if you really want to. We have to do this mission. This is a great relic. I don't think anything else will even come close. Ancestral's Pen is pretty good, but we do need to spend more time doing stress relief on people. So we're doing this mission. We will kill the Fulminating Prophet, and we are going to get the Blasphemous Vial. So, let's take a quick look. It is a level 3 mission. We need level 3 and level 4 units. We do need to have the Man-at-Arms, 100%. We would like to have, like, an Arbalist, I think. They have a lot of, like, negatives. Including Stress Eater. Ugh. We should probably take him along anyways. We can bring along another frickin', whatever you call him, Plague Doctor. We've been stacking them back and forth. You know what? I really like having a Houndmaster for this as well. Lots of damage on the back line. And maybe even a Hellion in the front line. Would this work? Let's think. It would work. But let's keep the Hellion of... Wait, do we have a second Hellion? They're level 2. I could do an apprentice level mission at some point. Yeah, we could do some apprentice level missions to level them up if we need to. Which we should do. What we could do. Look at the stagecoach, see who we have. We do have another antiquarian. Can we increase the size of our barracks? Yes, actually very easily. There we go.
She searches where others will not go, and sees what others will not see.
I'm not going to take her out right now because I do have the possibility of getting higher leveled units. I upgraded the stagecoach, but just in case we don't get one, we have off free now. But yeah, we'll probably do some lower level missions in the future, but let's think of a party killing the Prophet. I think you want a Houndmaster. I think you want to have a Man-at-Arms. I think you want to have a... Instead of a Plague Doctor, take along like an Arbalist. And then one of them can mark in a turn and the other one can do an attack. And we can just like go back and forth, you know? Yeah, this works. We won't get any bleeding out of the Houndmaster, but at least the Houndmaster doesn't just rely on bleed damage. He still has other attacks, and he has a stress heal, he has a blackjack he could do from the front line, so I think this will be fine. Hellion in the front, I'm not a big fan on the idea of a Hellion in the front. I would prefer to have the Hellion available for the Hag fight, actually, because I think the Hag fight is a little bit tougher. But I can't think of anyone else to put in that position right now. I mean, like the Flagellant does work because of the bleeding ability on the back line. It's 12 damage plus damage whenever he does an attack, and he can do his heal. So maybe a Flagellant, even though they don't do well in the ruins, I think they would do well against the Prophet. But I will think about this. I will think about who we're going to take on this mission. And for those of you on YouTube, hey, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs. And I hope to see you here again for the next mission in the Darkest Dungeon.